Welcome to day 2 in Salvador. Well, in Brazil in general, but our first full day in Salvador. This is the view from the place that we're staying at. I found it on Expedia. Unfortunately, I don't think it's available always because I couldn't find a link for it for day 1 description. So I just had to put like Salvador accommodation like options in general. If you are coming here, you can find something that's like within your budget there. So we are actually about to go have breakfast. We haven't had any. I thought that acai was actually a breakfast thing. Apparently it's not, because a lot of the good acai places don't open until 12. So I'm seeing it might be more of like a lunch snack type of situation. It's kind of hot actually. Like, I didn't think it was so bad, but I'm just standing here and I'm already getting, a little hot. So let's see what we get up to today. We're planning to have kind of a chill day. I'm a little like tired. I've been up since like 5 something because I don't know, maybe just like the time difference. So let's see what we do. We are at the same beach that we were at yesterday, and look how lively it is. There's so many people. The lady actually came up to us just a little bit ago telling us that they rent it for 40 reais until 6 p.m. It's about noon right now, so about like 6 hours. And she was like, it's a different price if you just get the chairs, or also like the umbrella, and then also the size of the chair, or the size of the umbrella is small, medium, or large. So yeah. Got a new hat. New hats. We're here by the lighthouse, and there's these like little pools of water. So we're gonna get in. Our first time going in the water here in Brazil, and it's so clear. I can literally see fishes. This is just so nice. The water is like una piscina. It's like so nice and warm. It's perfect. So on our first day here, we have already gotten kind of scammed. These white painting things that were done over by the lighthouse back there. There were guys that just kind of came up to us and were talking to us and everything. And then, of course, like I was saying at first that I didn't want it and everything, he still continued on. And then afterwards, still asked us for a tip. So if you don't want to obviously get this white painting stuff on yourself and then have to pay for it, definitely be more, adamant about saying no.
Be more aggressive with your nose.
Yeah, be more aggressive with your nose. Otherwise, they will literally be like, no, you can pay with a card, you can pay with like Pix, which I guess is kind of like a Venmo type of situation. And they will like go get the thing and like not leave. So of course we're 2 women traveling by ourselves, so obviously gonna feel a little bit uncomfortable just saying, like trying to walk away. Maybe if we were men in that situation, it would have been a little different, but just letting you know. Bianca found out that there's actually a Christ here in Salvador. It's tiny compared to the one that we're going to see in Rio, and it's also really blocked off, as we've seen many other things are kind of blocked off. And we're thinking because Carnaval, the Pre-Carnaval, is actually going to start tomorrow, and we're going to get to experience it here in Salvador. So there is the lighthouse that we were at just a little while ago, and then down that tree is where the Carnaval, like Pre-Carnaval festivities are going to happen tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, starting around 1 p.m. And the lady was like, who knows what time they'll go to, right? So yeah, I'm glad that we'll be able to experience two carnivals, one here in Salvador, where apparently the lady who kind of came up with the concept of it and made it the popular event that we know today actually is originally from. So she then went to Rio, and then that's where it became, the biggest carnival that we now know today. But she's originally from here. We're going to learn more about her probably, I don't know if either later today or on Sunday when we go to like the Centro Histórico of Salvador, because there's a museum, a carnival museum, and it talks more about her story, about the start of Carnaval in Brazil, and just samba music and everything in general. So I can't wait to learn more about it, and obviously I'll share once we get there. But I'm glad we get to have two experiences. So I have to confess, I've actually never had a caipirinha before, and here in the streets of Salvador, I'm going to try my first one. So we already ordered it, so let's see how it is. I'm sure I'm going to like it. Okay. First impressions, it's strong. I guess I didn't think it would be so strong, but like in the lemon flavor, they added some salt, like got ice. It's good overall, but definitely stronger than what I thought it was going to be, but good. Salvador is officially done. I am burnt. I put on sunscreen and yet I still got burnt, so put on more. So okay, we ran across like people playing drums and everything and like doing samba music, I'm guessing, assuming, when we were in el centro histórico. And then I saw so many people with like these water bottle or juice looking bottles that had like this brownish liquid in it, and I'm like, that has to be some type of liquor. And while we were watching the people play the drums and everything, there's this girl next to us, or these two girls next to us, who had one. And so I asked like, oh, can I like try, or not can I try, can, like, what is it, like, you know, what is it, where can I find it? I've seen so many people with it, like I'm curious to know. And she's like, oh, like, do you want to try some? And I was like, sure, why not? You know, like, don't take a stranger from candies, just take alcohol, right? Do as I say. If you don't, not as I do. So we tried it and it was pretty good. It was like really, really strong. And lately, in general, I just haven't been drinking that much. So I had a caipirinha and then that, and so I was feeling it. But I'm gonna have to eventually get like our own. Bianca and me will have to get a bottle so that we can share that tomorrow. Stay tuned for tomorrow, because tomorrow we are doing a day trip and you're gonna want to see where we go. So stay tuned for tomorrow's video so you can see where our day trip from Salvador will be. So stay tuned for then. I'll see you. Good night.